Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of November 2021. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month without a doubt. Big moves, massive moves, important moves for you are taking place now. And for you, I'm actually going to begin later in the month because it is on the 19th that we have got not an ordinary full moon, but a jacked up full moon. And what a jacked up full moon is, it's a lunar eclipse. And where is that lunar eclipse? It is in your sign. This is the first of a series of eclipses that is set to take place in your sign and in your opposite sign as the nodes gear up to enter the sign axis of your sign and your opposite sign towards the end of the year. You are going to be experiencing eclipses in your sign now, this month, but also next year and the year after as well. So you've got lots to look forward to. And what is it that you've got to look forward to but big change? You transforming, you becoming more you than you knew you could be before. A more authentic, more honest, more real sense of self. Now, eclipses can shake up your life, that's for sure. But it only shakes loose what it is that's no longer working, that's no longer a part of your karmic path forward towards greater love, greater wisdom, greater authenticity, greater ease. And so what we have here is, on the 19th, a lunar eclipse is going to take place in your sign. And this lunar eclipse will, on the one hand, begin eclipse season. That'll take you into next month. But more importantly, this lunar eclipse happening now is going to speak in supreme harmony with Pluto. I love this energy for you, I have to say. It is this very energy that suggests profound change, some power move that is near and dear to your heart that helps you to feel like your life changes. In some cases, changes very quickly. But the key really is karmically. Eclipses are karmic. It's like the change whose time has come. And in this case, it's you that's ready to change. Now, I actually had a conversation recently with April Elliott Kent on eclipses, and I will link to that below. But she was talking about how much change eclipses can bring. And I was giving her my own examples as well as to the changes I've seen people go through when it is that they have an eclipse in their sign. So I'll give you some examples, okay? I have seen lots of people go through massive life changes when they have an eclipse in their sign, because this is a shift on a level of identity. You see yourself clearly, you understand yourself differently, in some cases in an instant. And so I have seen lots of people change their relationship status. That's happened. I've seen lots of people quit using drugs. That's happened quite a bit. Or quit drinking, even where it was that they were very invested in particular behaviors. In an instant, they realized that they were ready to go in a different direction. I have seen people go vegetarian. I have seen people be vegetarian for a really long time and then start eating meat again. I've actually seen these types of very dramatic examples, and it is rooted in seeing oneself differently, identifying differently than you did before. But in many ways, and once the shift happens, it's like you can trace that this was probably in the works for a while. In rare instances, it really feels like it comes out of nowhere. In the case of this eclipse, given that it is in trine with Pluto, speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto, chances are the shift taking place now in some way aligns with some higher philosophy or spiritual ideals that guide your life. But more importantly, this is a power move. This is deeply transformative in a way that you like. This is you changing in a way that feels transformed and stronger and more essential. than you knew yourself to be before. Now, I do think what is going to set the stage for this profound transformation is likely going to be an experience 2 weeks earlier. It is going to be on the 4th of November that we are going to have this month's new moon. Now, that new moon is in your opposite sign, but more importantly, that new moon is speaking with Uranus in your sign, standing across the sky from Uranus. And this brings with it a surprise quality, a wild card quality, if you will. This brings with it some new insight, new understanding, erratic behavior on the part of another that is part of what helps you to see yourself differently. So this behavior of another is someone that you may be partnered with. This could be a business partnership. It could be a professional alliance, but it is also possible this is love related. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But regardless, ultimately it is your experience with another that encourages you to see yourself differently, to understand who you are differently, and may represent an uncomfortable moment. But it's almost like it's a necessary moment. And as you strive to make sense of it, you fully understand and integrate the changes that are afoot once we get to that eclipse in your sign. Whatever truth you are looking for, you may not find it until we get to the end of the month. And yet you are on a journey. You're in a process of profound change as we get to the end of the month after we've had that eclipse in your sign. That eclipse is going to help to shift your energy, but it's going to be rooted in truth of self, knowing who you are differently than you had before. And yes, no matter what an experience with another person may be, no matter how erratic they behave, understand that this is a necessary part of the journey, getting you to that deeper layer of honesty, but also empowerment and transformation, helping you to admit to yourself who the people are in your life, what's working for you, and what no longer will. Now, where it comes to matters of love, yes, that new moon is the star of the show in the context of love. But also what we are going to have is just before the lunar eclipse in your sign, well, that is when Venus is going to go into shadow on the 17th of November. As Venus steps into shadow, it is going to be next month that Venus will go retrograde. And Venus actually does step into fellow Earth sign Capricorn in the first days of the month, but will be here right into March of 2022, an unusually long time. So get comfortable with this energy, but I do want to mention two things. One is pay attention to what is taking place in your life right around the 17th of the month. You will revisit it and see it differently in some way once we navigate to late January and early February. However, also the second thing, know that there is going to be a Venus special horoscope, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you turn on the notifications so that you are on the lookout for that, where I get to focus a lot more on what this energy is going to mean for us. And I hope that you love that. But where it comes to the context of love this month, we're going to focus on that new moon because it is such a wild card. And for those of you open to meeting someone new, you may very well connect with someone. It may feel like it moves very quickly. Now, whatever it is that you do with a moment is always up to you to decide in light of your unique circumstances. But it does look like a moment. Is there long-term potential there? I would say pace yourself. At least in a given moment, there is an experience. And that experience serves as the foundations of some deeper truth, a deeper truth that ultimately really is about you. And you will more fully understand that truth about yourself once we get to the eclipse in your sign. But for now, yes, it is ultimately that new moon that very quickly will help you to understand where you are in love and why, and how you feel about it. And with this very erratic, quick-moving energy, chances are there's someone there, some attraction, some interaction that moves quickly, takes you by surprise, but ultimately is part of helping you to uncover this truth. For those of you just starting to date somebody, boy, is this all or nothing, right? Like, I want to say that energy of the new moon opposite Uranus, you are going to see some truth about this person. And it really is in an instant. Either you're all in or you're really not. However, Venus does go into shadow this month, which means that we are right around the corner from Venus going retrograde in December, which is going to be a time when old loves are going to be abundant. Old people you interacted with, contacted with, may show up again. Again, I am going to delve into that on its own because it is such a depth of topic. However, for this month, pay attention to what is happening right around that new moon. In some ways, it is its own moment. But at the same time, do developments take place with this person right around the 17th of the month? That's going to tell you whether or not it is this person that might make a reappearance once we navigate into December and beyond. But yes, there is some truth that's going to emerge now. Either you see things in this person that you really don't like and you decide to go in a whole other direction. You may connect with someone new and decide you're all in that direction. Or you see things in this person that mean very quickly you are feeling like things accelerate forward. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, your partner may behave in ways that feel very unexpected around that new moon and may take you by surprise. It may or may not have to do with you directly. So it may be something related to their life and choices and decisions that they're making. But it may be more connected to you, an understanding of yourself in that bond. Whatever it is that does transpire, ultimately that new moon serves as a moment of truth and serves as a catalyst towards deeper honesty, at the very least with yourself. It may feel erratic right around those days, but whatever it is that does happen, understand that you will be understanding it with greater depth as to what it means for you specifically, and matters of heart more deeply once we get to that eclipse in your sign. One thing is for sure though, you are beginning a path. And as part of this path, you are going to be uncovering more and more deeply some understanding of self, some understanding, some truth about your relationship, your bond, and where you are and how it is that the relationship will or is meant to evolve. Right now, you get those glimpses, those insights, but you're on a journey. And that journey ultimately is one that moves you towards greater authenticity together. What I love about this month for you, there is so much here. What a powerful and meaningful astrological time. This is one of those moments that may stand out when you look back at this year, especially given that eclipse in your sign. It is the first of a series of eclipses set to take place right into 2023, into late 2023 at that. And yet this is the first, so you may feel it that much more. Your identity is shifting in some way. And at least for now, with this eclipse speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto, well, chances are it's a change that you really like, you feel empowered by. You are transforming from the inside out. And some of you, some Taurians out there may very well feel reborn to the core. And I don't say that lightly, but as it is that you tap into a spirit of change, you may not realize in a moment just how sweeping it is to become, but so much of your life is about to get more authentic, more real, and more you than you've known it before. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every single week for every single sign for as low as just $3 a month. With Choose Your Membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. As a superstar, you'll get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week. And higher tiers get you things like access to special horoscopes, class passes for future Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.